Between the hedges, Georgia dogs coming out. War Eagle flying over Jordan hair skies. Hottie toddy down in Oxford, rebels rise. Cowbells ringing in Starkville all night. Rocky Top singing in that Neyland light. Anchor down Vandy, black and gold pride. Gamecocks crowing in Columbia loud and wide. Saturday light, y'all know the deal. SC pride, we keep it real from the swamp to the grove. Let that crowd roll. It's water cooler talk, we talk that score. Saturday light, y'all know the deal. SC pride, we keep it real from the swamp to the grove. Let that crowd roll. It's water cooler talk, we talk that score. Gators in the swamp, chomping all day long. Saturday nights in Death Valley, that tiger strong. So we Razorbacks, crowd calling the hogs. Blue Ridge battle Wildcats, bringing the dogs. Show me Miss Zoe, black and gold fight. Boomer sooner running on a Saturday night. Hook 'em horns, burnt orange in the sun. 12th man standing, Aggies get it done. Saturday light, y'all know the deal. SC pride, we keep it real from the swamp to the grove. Let that crowd roll. It's water cooler talk, we talk that score. Saturday light, y'all know the deal. SC pride, we keep it real from the swamp to the grove. Let that crowd roll. It's water cooler talk, we talk that score.
Yo, what's up, man? Shout out to everybody, man, that's rocking with us here around the water cooler, man. We thank y'all so much for continuing to rock with us here, man. It is Wednesday. We are days and change away, literally less than 48 hours away from Auburn kicking off Baylor, man. So that's gonna be. But man, we thank y'all so much, man. Back around the water cooler. My name is Nick Fraser, one half of the water cooler talk. Sports, man, and man, you see him, man. You can hear him today, man. Tell him who y'all boss, man.
I told you, man. This is Marcus Fitzpatrick. Let's go. Let's get it.
Yes, sir, man. We appreciate y'all so much, man, for rocking with us here around the water cooler as always. And around the water cooler with us tonight, ladies and gentlemen, the man from Alabama. From Titan Sports at Alabama's Mega Cast. Titan Sports at Alabama football Mega Cast. It is Titan Sports. Titan, what's going on with you, man?
It's the most wonderful time of the year.
Gotta agree.
What's going on, folks? Hey, I thought Marcus, I ain't seen Marcus. I thought he was Korean. anyway, we're gonna get y'all back.
I ain't seen Marcus in a long time. Oh man, that's good. That's good right there, man.
I had you confused with Marcus Yao. He's an Auburn fan too.
That's funny, bro. That is hilarious, bro. Shout out to that, man. Marcus back on cam. It's been a couple weeks seeing Marcus, but man, Marcus is back. We appreciate you so much, man, for rocking with us here around the water cooler. As always, man, before we get into it, please make sure that you follow us on Instagram and TikTok at The Water Cooler Talk, man. Make sure you follow us on Facebook at The Water Cooler Talk Podcast, man. Make sure you over there on Twitter. If you're on Twitter, make sure you go over there and hit the follow button on Twitter at CoolersPod23. And of course, here on YouTube, make sure you subscribe, like, share the video, and hit the notification bell button here on YouTube so you know we post more videos. And when we go live, man, we are at 750 subscribers, man. Try to see how close we can get to 800 before Friday and before this weekend of games. So we still got a couple of days to go. So
just hit that 4-digit by the end of the year. That's all I'm talking about.
That's it. That's what we want to do. We want to hit that 4-digit. Trying to hit that thou wow.
Oh,
soon. Right. Trying to hit that thou wow soon, man. Exactly.
I'll probably get that faster if Alabama go like 6-6. Selfish.
That's crazy. Man, we appreciate y'all, man. As always, remember, man, we going into the locker room, bro. We going into the locker room. We are less than 48 hours away from going into the locker room, man. Auburn live game watch. Auburn versus Baylor. August 29th, 15 minutes before kickoff, man. We'll be doing this every home game for Auburn this year. So come around the water cooler, chill with your boy Nick as we watch the game. And as you get to see me react, and I get to see your reactions in the chat as well as the game is going on, man. It's going to be a dope experience. I'm telling you, y'all going to enjoy it. And then exactly right after the game is over with, 5 minutes after I'm done, head on over to Auburn Addicts TV, man, with my guy, the mayor, Marcus, with DC Wolf and with Auburn Tez over on Tiger Pit, the official post-game reaction show here in YouTube. So make sure you subscribe to both channels, Auburn Addicts TV, and make sure you subscribe to Water Cooler Talk Sports, man, because I'm telling you.
Is that going to be call in?
Which one?
Both first, no, both of them.
I haven't made up my mind yet on the call in for the game watch, but the post game show is gonna be a call in show.
Oh boy, I gotta lock that number in.
The post game show is gonna be a call in show. I haven't made up my mind. I have not made up my mind yet about the call in for the actual live game watch. I haven't made my mind up about that one yet. We'll see, but definitely the post game
halftime call in would be sweet.
That probably makes more sense. That probably might end up.
We trying to cut you in the game and run calls. It's like,
yeah, it's crazy.
I had a problem with the chat doing that Vanderbilt game for some unknown reason.
Yeah, I guess I think I know why. But man, we appreciate y'all, man. Make sure y'all subscribe to both channels, man, because guess what? We are bringing you the firest content in the streets when it comes to SEC football, Auburn football, and college football, man. Shout out to Tim, the tour man Taylor in the chat. What up,
in the building.
And he said, make sure that y'all hit that like button as you come in. Shout out to Tim. As always, man. Shout out to our guy, the Huggy Beard, the Rooster Beard, Sugar Bear Williams. Well, I got Sham Guy from the way. What up, Sham Guy?
Oh, not Sham.
No, man.
What's up, my boy?
My guy. He said, we talked that score over here. That is right. We talked that
score.
What's up? AD4L. What's up, Auburn Dad for life, man?
AD4L. What's going on with
Dad is in the building tonight.
Auburn Dad said, man, God, I want this intro. Who sings this?
That's me, AD.
I'll let you know. I give you the deets later on about how that was made and how I made it and things and stuff like that. But it's gonna be dope. Shout out to everybody. Hey, bro, everything is good, man. Mark is on the face cam now, is what he said. Auburn Dad said equal to Nick and Marcus and to hello to Tight, man. We shout out to Auburn Dad, man. Everybody speaking to everybody in the chat, man. Hope all y'all are doing well, man. We are in game week. And Monday we talked about Auburn Baylor. So now we're gonna take a look at around the rest of the SEC and some of these matches that's coming as well, man. Marcus Bucket is infinitely better than Tights. Can't what he said like that. Need more premium materials like that orange and blue, and that's what I'm talking about. Tim, tell him, Tim. A halftime and post game show with call-ins is gonna be crazy. Yes. So. That's what I was leaning towards. I was leaning towards doing the halftime call in for the game. But we'll see what happens, man. We'll see what happens. We're gonna check it out. We're gonna try to make that happen for the halftime. Y'all need to hit that like button. Yeah, listen to the Huggy Beard. He's telling y'all need to hit that like button. I'm telling y'all. He lit. All right, man. Let's get into it, man. Tonight's show, as you can tell from the thumbnail, man, SEC Showdowns, man. We're gonna talk about some of the other big time matchups that's happening in week 1 with the SEC. I like get Musty in the chat. Get Musty
right on time.
Nike headband. You right, get Musty. Guess what? There is a goal tonight. The goal tonight, I don't know if y'all noticed this, but every night I put a goal in the chat to try to get 10 super chats. 10 super chats of $2 or more in the chat is what I try to get every night. And if you super chat, guess what? You help your boy go out and get an Auburn Nike headband that I'm trying to get, bro.
Okay.
But I haven't found one though. I haven't found one that I like. The ones that I have found are the ones that you kind of tie up in the back, and I don't really too much like those. I want one that's like this. The one I just put around my head and just cover my ears up.
WNBA headbands.
Yeah, I ain't trying to get the WNBA headbands, bro. I don't like those. I don't like those. Bro. I like the ones where you just put it around. I can just put it around my head like this and just go by my day. You know, I don't really care about tying it up like a do-rag about my head and stuff like that. But you know, it is what it is, man. So, man, we appreciate that, man. Let's get into it, man. All right. SEC. Hey, man, it is SEC kickoff weekend, man. We got a lot of games that are happening.
Yes, sir.
A lot of great matchups, man. We already talked about Auburn Baylor. We talked about that on Monday. We gave our predictions for that game. I think me and Marcus both said that we feel like Auburn can go in there and win that game. I went 31-23. Marcus, your score was 31-24. Quickly, before, just real quick, your thoughts on the game and what you think the score is going to be.
I really hope Auburn go out there and put on a good show, to be honest. I always like when you guys go undefeated into the Iron Bowl and we break your heart. So I got Auburn winning a big one, 9-0.
Are you like, is that your real, is that your legit,
real score type?
Is this your real score type?
Be happy I said y'all was going to win.
Tight. Did you really just say
that boy's feelings hurt.
With the offense we got, 9 points.
All right, for real. I looked at it back and forth upside
we scored
down.
9 points. They need to escort Hugh Freeze off the premises as soon as he get back up.
I'm telling y'all cannot fire the coach. I'm telling you. But I'm thinking, man, 27-17, man, based on what I'm looking at.
Okay.
Because it's gonna be tight for everybody, I think, in the first half. But I think, SEC fashion, take over in the third quarter and have your way. Got to be physical, dominate.
I see that. I like that.
But in my heart, I hope both of y'all can lose.
That's sad.
Anything that get me closer to the CFP, baby.
That's sad.
Gotta be honest.
All right, man. So Tyke gave us his score. He think Auburn goes out and win, but in his heart of hearts, he wants both teams to lose. I don't understand how that happened, but it is what it is. You know what? You know what that remind me of? Y'all remember the LSU game? What year that was when the LSU game was
6-9.
When both teams like both teams lost, but then like one team won and the one team lost, and they came back, played again. The other team won and the other team lost, and they end up saying that Auburn won the game. What year was that?
Oh, the Auburn one. Let's see.
The score was 18-15. I remember the score being 18.
God, no, I don't remember that one.
I can't remember.
Some of that time when LSU beat Alabama, then they played in the national championship, and the game was horrible.
Yeah, it was 21-0 game, I think, something like that. Then LSU beat the 50-yard line or something like that.
It wasn't even worth watching. I mean,
wow.
All right, man.
The first one was good. The second was horrible.
All right, let's get into this. Man. We don't want to keep y'all too long, man. We want to get it in, get it out, get our thoughts on these games that's coming up, and make it happen. And please remember, this is a call-in show. So if you want to call in and you want to give us your 2 cents about it, guess what? There is the phone number right there, 334-521-2679. Again, that is 334-521-2679. If you want to call in and you want to give us your thoughts, your perspective, your analysis on anything that we talk about tonight, or anything that's on your mind dealing with college football, the SEC, Auburn, Alabama, whichever one, please call in. Let us know, man. We enjoy the call-ins and we want y'all to be a part of the show as always. But let's go ahead and get into it, man. The SEC has a really big weekend coming up. Games are happening, man. I think you have Central Arkansas playing Missouri tomorrow night. I think Georgia State is playing Ole Miss. A lot of those, games where guys are just going to try to get warmed up for the next game. But we have some real, I think we have about 4 or 5 bangers. Like in the words of Type, we got some real 4 or 5 bangers that's happening in the SEC tonight. Let's go through them, man. So I think we already talked about Auburn Baylor. You got Texas at Ohio State.
Woo!
You're gonna have LSU at Clemson.
Ow!
You're gonna have Virginia Tech and South Carolina on Sunday at the Georgia Dome.
Sunday.
Yep. Then you're gonna have Syracuse and Tennessee Saturday.
I thought that one was in Atlanta.
That one is in Atlanta. The same day. It's the day before. It's the day before the Virginia Tech South Carolina game.
You may want to check. I think that Virginia Tech South Carolina is somewhere else.
Nah, it's in Georgia. It's both.
It's not in Charlotte.
Okay. It's in. I want to say that one is in the Georgia Dome because it's the Aflac kickoff, if I'm not mistaken. And I mean, hold on. Let me check that because I want to say.
I'm gonna take time and introduce my man, DC from Auburn Addicts.
What up? What up, fellas?
You got your crying towel ready?
No, sir.
Friday night?
No, sir. No, sir. Ain't no crying going on. Ain't no crying going on here, baby.
Get your tissue. Your toe tissue gonna be pre-wet.
Yeah, man.
That game is at Georgia Dome. Shout out to DC for walking us tonight. So yeah,
What's
both
going
of them
on tonight, y'all?
Ain't no Friday show, man. It ain't no Friday show, Nick. I had to pop on tonight. Like, it ain't no Friday show, man. Nick gonna be the show Friday night.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, that's what it is.
You know what I'm saying?
But yeah, that Saturday, Syracuse, Tennessee at the Georgia Dome, and then that Sunday, Virginia Tech, South Carolina at the Georgia Dome.
Boy,
and
they're gonna tear that Georgia Dome up.
Saturday, Alabama travels to Tallahassee to play the Florida State Seminoles.
Eat them cinnamon rolls.
Let's go ahead and let's talk about it, man, because we don't want to keep y'all too long tonight. But this should be a good show. Let's start off with what I think is probably going to be the most interesting game. Well, one of the three most interesting games. Well, I think all of them are interesting. But let's just start off with this one. Let's start off with this one. Because I think that I think this is the SEC team that is most likely to lose this weekend.
Oh,
Syracuse.
No, he ain't talking about us.
Syracuse in Tennessee is what I believe is going to be the game where Tennessee actually has the biggest chance, the biggest opportunity, is the most likely to lose that game.
Set the tone early.
Fran Brown, head coach at Syracuse, lost a lot of guys last year in the portal. Lost a lot. But he did bring in a lot of transfers, especially on his offensive line, where his entire offensive line are transfer guys that's going to be playing this year. Steve Kelly, redshirt junior transfer, is going to be the starting quarterback. Ricky Collins, as a matter of fact, the quarterback that was at LSU, is second on the depth chart. Potentially. Looking at the defensive side of the ball, the entire defense is transfers except for one true freshman and one true senior that's going to be on that defense that's playing as well. But everybody else on that defense transferred into Syracuse, and they are all upperclassmen, juniors or more. You look at Tennessee, man. We have talked about Tennessee ad nauseum this offseason. Talked about how will Tennessee look this year? They had the first official college football trade with Nico Iamaleava and Joey Aguilar. You look at what they're bringing back on the defensive side of the ball. You look at the offensive line that they have, which is a lot of transfers, and they potentially are starting a freshman at right tackle, true freshman at right tackle. Wide receiver Chris Brazil, who's a junior transfer, who's supposed to be that guy for them this year for Tennessee. I think Deshaun Bishop and Star Thompson, who's going to be their two running backs in the backfield. They may have to lean on the running game again this year as well. But when I look at this Tennessee team and I look at Syracuse, I say that Tennessee is the SEC team this weekend that is the most likely to lose. And if Tennessee loses, that's a bad precedence. That's a bad precedence for the rest of the season for Tennessee. Y'all thoughts on that?
I actually agree with that take, Nick. That's a tough take to argue against, because compared to what they just lost this offseason, they lost their starting quarterback. They lost him real late in the offseason to the point that they had to put something together real quick. So
right.
In my mind, and Syracuse finished the season high. I think what it was like, they finished 9-3?
10-3.
10-3. So like Syracuse is a 10-win team, man, in a Power 5 conference, going against a team that lost their starting quarterback. So it's very likely that might happen, Nick. So
Yeah,
I think Coach Fran Brown is a really good coach. I think he did a good job of bringing people in. I just think that the depth that Tennessee still has on their team is going to be too much, especially when you're talking about a line that you just put together. I imagine they probably don't have a lot of depth there. I do not think that Tennessee is going to cover this. I think 10.5. I ain't getting that, but I think they're going to escape. They should escape with a win. I do think that Tennessee, with all due respect, for the ACC Syracuse, Tennessee has too much firepower with them. Just running the ball and with defense. To be honest,
I totally agree with that, bro. I totally wholeheartedly agree with that, man. I think Tennessee's defense will definitely keep them in the game. I think they will probably overpower them with talent. My team that I think will lose quickest is LSU, man, because they always lose first game.
First off, hold on. I want to dispel the rumors. Nico is the starting quarterback at UCLA. What you saw going around was not from on 3. That was from no 3. So there is a
that's a parody account.
That's a parody account that everybody
got him.
That's awesome.
Yeah, gotta be careful.
That is from no 3. That's not on 3. Nico is the starting quarterback at UCLA. That's what it is. No 3 is a parody account. That happened last week when I saw it. When I first saw it, I said, what? Then I went and saw it. I was like, oh no, that's no 3. He do that all the time. He do that all the time. No, Nico is the starting quarterback at UCLA. But go ahead, my bad.
Wow.
But no, you good. I was just saying with LSU, man, I would pick them first to lose first because look at LSU. They've been losing the first game, you know what I'm saying, for a minute. They lost the first game to USC last year when they have a formidable opponent. So I'm gonna go with LSU to lose the first game, man. Tennessee, I think, overpowers them with talent.
Because one thing, Tennessee's still gonna be running that tempo stuff. They're gonna run that tempo. They're gonna have the talent to run it, even if it's like sputters at times. I think it's just gonna overwhelm a team that just don't have that depth. They got to get cohesion going on all over their team. And I think that tempo that Tennessee's gonna keep up is gonna wear them down.
But
DC, get out of there.
My question to you is, DC.
I don't agree with that at all. But go ahead.
Yeah, I don't either. But DC, my question to you is about the LSU. Do you think Brian Kelly can afford to blow game 1?
He can't, man. He really can't. If he blows game 1, man, he gotta really go on a run during the season, because if he blows game 1, just like he frees, man, the rumbling is gonna be so loud.
Yeah, that's
because he's been blowing game 1s. You know what I'm saying? I agree. He can't.
He coming in with a Heisman ranked quarterback now.
Yeah. So if I had to pick a team, I would pick them though.
So is that 2-2 for Syracuse?
What do you mean?
2 for Tennessee, 2 for Syracuse.
Yeah. I'm going. I got Clemson winning that game. I got Clemson beating LSU.
Oh, you're my LSU. Okay.
I got LSU.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? So you got Clemson. You got Clemson beating LSU too.
I never meant. I didn't give my take on LSU yet.
I know. I'm just saying. Saying that it's not.
No, I got Clemson beating LSU because I think Clemson is probably the second. Clemson can make the case that Clemson is probably Clemson. You can almost make the case that Clemson is probably 1B or 1A to Texas as one of the deepest and most talented teams in the country. Like Clemson's they're good. Clemson's gonna be and the thing. Yes. And what's Clemson
look at a quarterback.
Yes,
every time the draft board, Cade Kuplik is number 1, Nussmeier second. But I tell you one thing, I think whichever one of these quarterbacks win this game, the other one's gonna be good in the pros. I don't know why I got that feeling, but Nussmeier can lose this game, and we've been here from what's his name? Klubnik? Is that it?
Klubnik, Klubnik low key is a dark. I mean, I don't want to say dark horse Heisman Trophy candidate, but I mean, he is one of those guys. He's one of those guys that in college football, like he has a lot. The way Clemson is built is to their favor. Clemson probably goes undefeated this year in their schedule.
I ain't sold on Clemson, man. I'm not sold on Clemson.
Based on who they have to play, I mean, who's gonna stop them? Like,
what about Clemson has you sold? Because I look at Clemson's front 7 on the defense on the defense side of the ball, unstoppable. I look at Cade Klubnik. I look at the guys that's going to be at the wide receiver position. I look at their offensive line. I look at all the offensive line. Every single person on the offensive line. They got three graduates on the offensive line. They got one senior, one junior. So they got a lot of experience. They got and their left tackle is a graduate, Tristan Lee. They got Brian Wesco, Antonio Williams, and TJ Moore at wide receiver. I'm just saying, like, what about Clemson has you kind of, you know, in the thing of like, I don't know, it may not be it, because when I look at Clemson, I'm saying, man, they got the experience, they got the talent, and they got Dabo. And we know what Dabo has done when he has had an experienced quarterback, a decent to above average to defense. We see what he had when he had an elite defense. He gonna win. Dabo and Clemson might be a national championship dark horse this year. I'm just saying they potential.
Yeah. And I don't. I say that
they can run the table if they win this game, though.
Yeah.
I really think they can run the table if they win this game. I think this might be.
I don't know about running the table, man. I mean,
I think this is the toughest game on their schedule.
Of course, but I'm just saying. Their conference maybe. You may have a point. You may have a point because their conference is a weak conference. But
with all due respect.
Yeah, with all due respect. But, man, if you look at Clemson the last few years, man, they haven't been the Clemson that played Alabama in the national championship. Since they lost Brent Venables and the guy that was at South USF that came to Alabama and, you know, gave them a game. Since they lost him as offensive coordinator and Brent Venables, they haven't been the same Clemson that we've been seeing. You know what I'm saying? Look at the record.
Clemson been a 9-10 win team every year.
Yeah, but I'm saying, dude, Clemson was in the play. They haven't been the same Clemson, bro, that saw Alabama, that went to, I think, what was that first game of the season? Texas A&M when Sunshine took over the game. You know what I'm saying? They haven't been that. I'm not saying they're not a 9-10 win team, but they haven't been. They seem like they slipped a little bit to me.
But
you know what I'm saying?
If Cade come out and he's just in command of the offense and he's delivering the ball, I just think it's going to be too much for Kelly. And I just don't like Kelly under pressure.
Where's the game?
Is that Clemson? Is that the real Death Valley?
I think Dabo deal. I think Dabo. I think Dabo deals with pressure.
Ain't gonna like that one.
I think he deals with pressure. He coaches better under pressure, and Kelly kind of falls apart and starts yelling at people.
His thing. His
he can't afford to do that this year, man. That's my thought. I think he can't afford to fall apart this year.
Clemson got LSU, then they play Troy, Georgia Tech. Georgia Tech is not going to be a scrub. Georgia Tech is actually a really good team. The only person, they still got Haynes King, even though they lost Eric Singleton, they still got some playmakers on the side of the ball. Syracuse, right. If Syracuse beats Tennessee, that's going to set them up for that's going to be a really good, that's going to probably be a afternoon primetime game if Syracuse is undefeated by the time they get to Clemson, especially if they beat Tennessee. UNC, Boston College, SMU. They got it. That's a rematch of the ACC championship game last year. Duke, Florida State, Louisville, Furman, and South Carolina at the end of the year. So they don't have to play Miami at all.
How is that possible?
I don't know. They got how many teams?
They got Georgia Tech and SMU. That's all they got heard.
I mean, Georgia Tech, South Carolina. Georgia Tech, you got Georgia Tech, SMU, Florida State, South Carolina.
Yeah, that's what I say. Maybe because of the schedule, man. But they haven't been that. They haven't been that team in the squad in a long time.
I guess, man. Let me take a look at the comments real quick, man. We appreciate y'all so much for commenting. Get Muncie said, man, I need UCLA and Tennessee in a bowl game. That would be dope. Saying okay. I think he talking about when I said about Nico. What's good, Travell? Everybody speaking to Travell. Everybody, what's up? LSU lost 2 straight to them nose. It was great. Detlef Shrimp. Whoa, not the actual basketball player. What's up, Detlef Shrimp? That's not. Detlef Shrimp. What's up, my guy? Hope you're doing all right. He said, welcome around the water cooler, man. He said, Brian Kelly won't be successful since he got caught with a fake Southern accent and him dancing on the 360 game. I'm like, wow. Wow. All right, then. I like that Detlef Shrimp. He said LMAO. I forgot about that. Yeah, that was funny about him. Sweet Stuff for 256 in the chat. What's up, my guy? this actually was not a little rumor. I can actually confirm this because we were told this after a show one time. A little rumor that they had about Klubnik coming to Auburn was real. I think they go to the Natty game, no cap. That was actually true. Just saying. Apparently his people reached out to Auburn. So we'll see what happens. I don't know what happened, but apparently there was conversations. But let's see. Let's move on to the next game. Talked about Syracuse, Tennessee. Just talked about Clemson, LSU. Let's talk about this Virginia Tech, South Carolina game. Let's talk about this Virginia Tech, South Carolina game. What are y'all thoughts on South Carolina this year? Because I'm in the camp of South Carolina has a really good player on offense in Lenore Sellers. They have a really good pass rusher in Dylan Stewart. And I'm not so sure about the other guys on the front seven, but they have two elite players at the two most critical positions, but everybody else around them, I don't think is at that level, maybe average. And I may be wrong on that. What are y'all thoughts on South Carolina this year?
Well, I know South Carolina's rebuilding on defense, but Virginia Tech, if I just take them the baseline last year, I think South Carolina was higher, had a higher, I guess, level of talent. Mm-hmm. But then we throw in that whole thing of baby boy coming on, so to speak, Virginia Tech. I mean, that game's gonna be a little personal in there. It's that's gonna be a little personal in there, but they only favor by 2.5 unless y'all see something different. So they're saying that ball's gonna be that game's gonna be kind of tight.
So Virginia Tech named Kyron Drones starting quarterback. I look at the offensive line for Virginia Tech. Have a redshirt junior, redshirt senior, redshirt freshman, redshirt sophomore, and a redshirt senior on the offense. That's Virginia Tech's offensive line. Everybody on the defensive side of the ball are juniors and above, redshirt and above, and they have one redshirt sophomore and one true sophomore that's going to be on the defensive side of the ball playing. But everybody,
quarterback runs 3.9.
You got to same people playing against Virginia Tech. His dad, part of that staff. This like I said, the game means a lot. Okay. So I think Carolina gonna play in space.
How long has Frank Beamer been retired from Virginia Tech? Does anybody know?
I think he's still working. Some.
He doing fresh orientation like Saban.
It's been a while.
Okay, all right. I don't know, man. I think this game is closer than what people think. Who's the 2.5 favorite to? Is it favorite to South Carolina? I'm gonna be honest with you. Maybe an unpopular opinion. That game is a neutral site game. I probably had to take Virginia Tech plus the points.
You got 3 SEC teams losing.
I didn't say losing. I just said plus the points.
Come on, Nick.
That could be a 31.
It's only 2.5.
It's only 2.5 points.
I don't know if I go that one. He retired 2015.
Huh?
2015, but he is now currently the special assistant to the athletic director.
Right. Yeah. Okay. All right.
Who do you have winning, Nick?
South Carolina.
I think South Carolina ends it out, but I think that game. I think it potentially could be within 3 points. I think they could probably be like a 1-point game, 2-point game.
Man, I'm about to turn you into.
I think South Carolina wins this game by like 10 points.
You think South Carolina wins the game by 10 points?
I'm with tight.
All right, man. I mean, I'm not against it. I just look at South Carolina last year. They came out and barely beat Old Dominion last year. First game of the season.
But they almost beat Alabama in Alabama.
Yeah, but they barely beat Old Dominion last year.
And they drugged Oklahoma in Oklahoma.
And they barely beat Old Dominion last year as well.
Bro,
and
what was one win away from being in the playoffs?
First game of the season with the freshman.
And this is the first game of the season this year with Virginia Tech, which is supposed to be a more comparable, strenuous opponent.
But Sellers is another year.
Okay. Okay.
What was Virginia Tech record last year?
6 and 7.
Yeah, they're gonna give him about 10. Well, I'm just looking at this. It says their secondary is rebuilding.
They got a whole veteran defense. Everybody on their defense is or either transfer type guys that came in from other schools that have experience playing at other Power 4 schools. So I mean, they got experience and depth on the defensive side of the ball. So when they say they're rebuilding, I guess they saying when they rebuild, I guess they mean that a lot of transfer guys come in.
And if Shane Beamer does like he has, he control the clock on offense to protect his defense. 10 points.
Okay. All right. I hope I'm wrong because I mean I would love for South Carolina to be, I would love South Carolina to have back-to-back seasons, back-to-back seasons of 8-9+ wins. I mean, it strengthens the conference, in my personal opinion. I would love for them to get to that 10th win. I think South Carolina should have been in conversation for the playoffs last year, the way they ended the season. But I don't know, man. I'm just looking at how they started the season last year. They started slow last year. Will they start slow again this year? The year before that, they started slow. So that tells me if we looking at past performances, if we want to use past performances, a slow starting team. That's basically what they're telling me. So we'll see what happens. But you could be right. They could go out here and they could end up winning this game by 10 points. Possibility it could happen. All right, man. Let's go ahead and move on to the next one, man. I think this game right here is the one that everybody is gonna be watching as long as YouTube TV doesn't drop Fox from its lineup. It is a noon game in the Horseshoe. It is Texas at Ohio State. Arch Manning, the savior of Texas football, is coming in and taking that Texas Longhorns team to the Horseshoe in Ohio State. Julian Sand was named the starting quarterback for Ohio State, was an Alabama guy, ended up leaving after Saban retired, and is there now. Jeremiah Smith is still at Ohio State. They got James People and CJ Donaldson back and the running back room. There, left tackle Austin Saraville, redshirt sophomore, and Philip Daniels, redshirt sophomore at the right tackle position. So on the ends, they got some sophomore guys there as well. Caleb Downs is back on the defense side of the ball. Kenyatta Jackson at defensive end. Caden Curry at defensive end. Alvaro Reese, linebacker. It seems as if Ohio State has talent that was just waiting to step up and play. On the Texas side, Anthony Hill Jr. is a lot of people say he's probably the best defensive player in the country. Some people may argue that him and Dylan Stewart may be 1A, 1B in the SEC. And then when you look at Texas offense, Ryan Wingo, Quintravion Weisner, and then you look at the offensive line for Texas, very stout offensive line, a lot of guys that's gonna play. Y'all thoughts on this game, man? I'm gonna start with DC first. What's your thoughts?
Man, I think Ohio State do that deal. I should take back my prediction about the first team. Yes, most likely a team to lose, man. It might be Texas because we're going to go. That's a hard place to play. You saw what happened when they went last year. So if Salem steps up, man, I think they win this game.
Okay, all right. So you got Ohio State. Marcus, what's your thoughts?
I think I'm gonna have to go with Texas this one. I don't believe in the Ohio State. I hear a lot of people who don't have a lot of faith in him. I think this game is too big, and I think Texas.
Marcus, all right. Hold on before Tyke go. Does Marcus sound like he going in and out to y'all?
No, everybody's echoing.
Yeah,
everybody's echoing, been echoing for a long time.
I don't know why. I don't have anything on over here, so I don't understand.
Try to turn your volume down.
It's not me. I'm my volume all the way down.
Not yours, Marcus. If you got double mic,
no, Titus, you're echoing. Right? Everybody's echoing.
Yeah, I don't know why. I heard it. I was like, why does it sound like he going in and out? And so it says Marcus. Somebody said Marcus and DC's audio is white, is wonky.
Yeah.
I'm trying to understand why, because there's nothing over here open on my end for it to be that way. I don't understand.
Huh.
So I was just wondering, like, why is it sounding like that? Like, it just didn't.
Could be network feed though, network speed or something like that.
Yeah, it's you know how when we get off of a call and it start echoing, that's exactly how it sounds.
I don't know. I don't have anything open on my end. So there's nothing open on my end right now. Everything is closed down. The only thing that's working right now is us just talking normally. So I honestly don't know. I was just trying to figure out why I was going in and out like that. Just to make it sense. What about now? Anybody still echoing?
You're not.
Yeah, you're not.
Yeah,
You're not.
I don't hear y'all echoes at all.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, we are. All right. I don't get it. I don't understand what's up. I get it. Wow. All right. Anyway, Ty, what's your thoughts on the game? Texas Ohio State.
When I look at the fact that Ohio State got the best receiver group probably in the country, or probably short of the NFL. Defensive backfield still led by Caleb Downs. They got the horseshoe home field advantage. They do have Julian Sand, but they got Aaron Nolan just in case he got there tripping.
Nolan gone.
He did leave? Okay, I'm sorry. And the offensive line, they got some starters. I was thinking to myself, I think Ohio State wins this game. But what if Ohio State wins this game by like what if they win like 17, 20 points?
Whoa.
What if Texas lost by 20 points? Would they say, well, that was national champion? Would they say that? Or would they say somebody blew it on the Texas side or on the field, you know? Because they kind of stacked. And but what if they? I mean, they're 6.5 point favorite. What if they win by 20 points?
So what? So I'm guessing you saw something that would make you think Ohio State could do that. What is it?
Well, they have a defensive line rotation still. That's pretty deep. And I was just thinking, like, what if Ryan Day goes on his run, whether it's a Dabo run, you know, what is this time? What if, you know, next 3 to 5 years is him? So because that's possible. You always can go on a little 2 to 3 year stretch. And what if he just goes and he just dispatches, and it's kind of like Arch doesn't play well.
Boy.
I mean, not just awful, but 2 picks, 200 yards, maybe a touchdown. Because everybody's putting a lot of expectation on him, and this is a big game on the road. As Bomani Jones them said, have you ever seen as much hype over a nephew? I was like, no, I ain't think about that. But I just said, what if? I'm just thinking like, nah, I think, like I said, I do think Ohio State wins this game. I think they could win by 10 because that's how things kind of work out for them sometimes. But what if they get through? What if they beat a lot of people's SEC champion by like 17 points? Are we going to be looking around like, wait?
No, I'm not.
No,
I wouldn't.
You won't be no shot.
I wouldn't, but
I wouldn't, man. Bro, it's like they were talking about that last season, man. And Georgia took them dudes to the woodshed at their house at Atlanta in the Piggly Wiggly parking lot. Right. Wherever they saw Texas, bro, they did that deal to them.
That's with Quinn Ewers.
Yeah, it's just like, bro, when I'm gonna be honest, when Texas wins something, they're like Auburn to me. I'm gonna have to see it with my eyes. Texas has been talking about this stuff for like 20 years, man. They've been talking this same Texas, we back, we about to win a national championship. They've been talking. How long have they been saying this?
VY?
And not giving us proof of concept, but then every year we give them the benefit of the
Wait, hold up. Time out.
Every year.
Did you just say Texas has not given us proof of concept?
No, not as a champion. They have not lived up to the hype. They have not lived up to the hype that they get every year. Texas went to the 14 college football playoff, lost to Washington. Texas went to the Big 12 championship the year before they got to the SEC championship game and won that. 12 championship.
Texas went to the SEC championship last year
and got beat.
And Texas went to the college football playoff
point,
last
DC
year.
is saying when they meet up with the G's, they ain't ready.
Yeah, they ain't. Yeah, they have
every
not
time they get
lived
to
up.
the G's, it's like
They have not lived up to the championship hype. They get championship caliber applause every time they walk in the room. Oh my God, it's Texas, and they ain't won jack.
It's the
championship. They have not won a championship, man. They won
a Big 12 championship.
What's
what are we
Big
talking
12
about?
Championship, bro? Y'all,
now y'all disrespecting. Y'all
Let me get some Ricola from my throat, boss. Let me get some Ricola from my throat, cause bro. How many times have they won a Big 12 championship with being in the Big 12?
They had to. That's the only place they can win it. They was in the Big 12,
right? But what I'm saying is, I could see if you was giving Oklahoma this currency because they deserve it. As far as their championship caliber, look how many times they have won the Big 12. Look up how many times Oklahoma has won the Big 12, and then look up how many times Texas has won the Big 12. Yeah, it's ridiculous
in recent
how far
history,
that gap
Oklahoma
is, bro. Yeah,
Oklahoma
it's like if Oklahoma was getting this currency, I'll say thumbs up. Texas has not shown us anything as far as championship level.
So Sark has been there, what, 4 years?
Huh?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, because before Sark, they was firing everybody else. Mac Brown, what's my man named the brother, Tom Herman. It was crazy.
Yeah, it's like, bro, think about this, man. Think about this in all seriousness. Auburn has won a national championship and been to another one since Texas won one.
Wow.
Come on, dog.
Yeah, you're right.
They just get all this glazing. They just get all this glazing, dude. And like, what have you done to get all this glazing? They get glazed like Alabama in the same breath as Alabama and the Ohio States. They keep get put in that category. Now,
who's been more relevant?
As far as what?
Who's been more relevant?
Who's been more relevant?
Who's been more relevant? Oklahoma or Texas?
Oklahoma.
Who's been more relevant? Oklahoma has been more relevant than Texas.
The only thing is relevant.
No.
Listen, I'm about to
wait. Hold up. No. You telling me Oklahoma has been more relevant than Texas in the past 5 years? Oklahoma has been more relevant than Texas.
You added.
Ain't nobody added nothing.
Argument.
Ain't nobody added
who has been more relevant? Period. Now you saying in the last 5 years.
Ain't nobody. Okay. The last 20.
Who's
been more relevant?
Oklahoma's been more relevant in the last 20 years. Go look at the records. It's just, I'm gonna tell you why.
Mayfield, Kyler Murray,
bro. Let me tell you why. It's just that Texas get all this glazing love, and it blocks your receptors of reality.
No, it's not blocking my receptors of nothing. I look at Texas and I say, look, every year Texas is going to be in the conversation because Texas recruits well. Texas has good coaching in Sarkisian, and Texas is. The past 3-4 years, Texas has been in the conversation.
Now you saying 3 or 4 years? You just said 20. Go back in the last 20 years.
That's because you I said add 20 to it.
Right. Go back
Marcus,
in the last 20
I think we've been blinded by
Arch
Manning though a lot.
You tell me Oklahoma record and championships in the Big 12 versus Texas. Roll with it. And let's talk about it.
Oklahoma. Oh, that's fine. Oklahoma has been more.
Oklahoma has won.
If you want to say Oklahoma has won more, that's fine. But you cannot sit here and tell me that Texas has not been in the conversation. But
I'm saying in the last 20 years they haven't been more relevant. That was your.
But they've been in the conversation. That's the whole point of relevancy. Is to be in the conversation.
But your question was
no, that's not. My question was who's been more relevant, and if relevancy talks about who's been in the conversation.
Yeah,
that's relevancy.
Lincoln Riley left, he still would be going to the playoffs probably.
Yes, bro. You gotta think, bro. They had Jalen Hurts came after him. Bro, you had the mini Munchkin there. You know what I'm saying? Them Oklahoma was rolling with Lincoln Riley, bro.
Jalen Hurts. Like
they was rolling. Texas was dormant for a long time.
Yeah, because that's like Tom Herman and Charlie Strong. They didn't do nothing for a while. I mean, if you say the last few years, Texas, in the last couple of years, Texas, but and that brings me back. And DC, that brings me back to that Arch Manning. We have been bombarded with Arch Manning and his private school sidestep.
Yes, man. Yes.
For 2.5 years, I watched the games he started. It was against nobody. You should win with a Texas team. But I think going back to that original point, they're going to have to beat one of them G's. It would be nice if they go up here and beat Ohio State. They may lose a close one, but I just brought it up saying if they lost by 17 points, we're going to be like, because what did Georgia win by? Didn't Georgia handle them pretty good?
Georgia won by
time?
3 and Georgia won by 15. They had Georgia won by 15 because it was a last second touchdown. That was like a fumble or something like that. That was a one score game. That was a one score game. So my thing is when you talk about relevancy, when you talk about relevancy, you sit here and talk about when you say what is a Big 12 championship? It's a championship. That's what it is. And for one, when you talk about relevancy, you talk about people that's been in the conversation the past couple of years. That's what
Oklahoma
you talk about.
All of them in the last 20 years.
No, you said who was more relevant between Oklahoma and Texas. I was just answering that. My answer was Oklahoma. Then we specified in the last 20 years, Oklahoma has been more relevant than Texas in the last 20 years.
But
I'm not saying Texas.
No, here's what I'm saying. What I'm saying is don't sit here and just be like, what's a Big 12 championship? It's a championship. That's what it is. That's exactly what it is.
What are we comparing it to? Are we comparing it to an SEC championship and to a Big 10 championship? That's what the standard is.
Let's not get in the SEC conversation because we've already had this SEC conversation because it's been shared between two schools in the conference.
So that's my point. I'm answering your question.
It's been shared between two schools in the conference. We had the conversation about is it deep or is it just depth of competition?
That's
all it is.
About.
So if you want to compare it to the SEC, compare it to two schools in the SEC. Compare it to Georgia and Alabama. Don't compare it to the rest of the SEC because Texas has been better than a lot of these schools in the ACC in SEC in the past 10 years. Let's not act like that.
To end what I was saying, bro, and I'm gonna let somebody else go. But
there's a lot of facts in the chat right now. I'm not.
But see what I'm saying, bro. As far as when I say what is a I say what is a Big 12 championship, I'm answering that. Compared to a SEC championship and a Big 10 championship, it is nothing.
Yeah, Big 12 about to be gone in a minute.
That is disrespectful.
It's about to be gone in a minute, though. You gotta admit.
When is the last time a Big 12
ain't
team
going
has
nowhere,
won
bro? The Big 12 ain't going nowhere. Big 12 ain't going nowhere.
When is the last time a Big 12 team has won a national championship?
The last time a Big 12 team went and played for it was TCU.
No, I said won.
But they
won.
No, he said one, but he didn't say one. But that's Stoops, right?
Bro, Cincinnati made the playoffs. Cincinnati made the playoffs.
Bro, when was the last? No, Travell. I don't. Let me make something clear. I do not hate the SEC. There is no hate in the SEC for me. What I hate is I hate when people come in here and act like the SEC has just been heads and shoulders better than every other conference. That's it. It's not true. It's not true. It's been two schools in this conference that have been carrying the school.
That don't sound like love to me.
It's two schools. No. See what happens is this is what happens. What happens is when you have somebody that's a standard bearer or somebody that is the guy on a team or in a conference or whatever, everybody else in the conference gets propped up because those guys are the ones that are carrying the lead or carrying the team. That's literally what it is. That's literally it. Somebody tried to show me a graph of the SEC versus the Big 10 against teams against other conferences. You know who was at the top of that list? Alabama, Georgia, LSU. Every other SEC team, guess what? Had one win. They had one win. Right. They had one win. A lot of SEC teams had 0 wins. So you telling me that just because the SEC had one win and these teams had 0 makes them that much better than the rest of the conference? My thing is, I just feel like people have just gotten so enamored and just feel like the SEC is that good because 2 teams carried the conference. That's it.
Bro, okay, are we talking what carried the conference what in the last? We want to specifically say got them in the last 5 years. Because like I said, bro, if you go back since the inception of good versus good, man, the SEC has 9 national champions, 8 national titles. They have 8 national titles, bro.
What year?
It's not just
hold on. Let's get into it. What year are you talking about? Tell me the year.
I'm just saying.
Tell me the year what you're talking about.
I started in 1998 starting with Tennessee, to be honest.
Yeah, before
Tennessee.
Yes.
Okay, let's go to it. Tennessee in 98.
Yes.
Okay. LSU in 2003. LSU in 2007. Florida twice.
Yes. Okay, that's 5 right there, right?
Florida twice.
And that's when Oklahoma was still winning, I think, in between.
Florida twice. Auburn in 2010. Since then, since 2009.
Okay, now you
Since 2009. Since 2009. Since 2009. No, let me finish. I let y'all talk. I literally let y'all talk. Let me finish. Since 2009, Alabama has 6 national championships. Georgia has 2.
We
LSU
actually claiming
has
another
1.
one. We're going to claim another one.
You're forgetting Texas and Oklahoma too.
Texas and Oklahoma wasn't in the SEC then.
They're in there now, so you got
that does not matter.
Yes.
We talking about at the time.
We're talking about
we're going to claim one more championship.
You know what,
they're
bro?
in the conference right now, so
Marcus, we're going to be claiming.
Right. Y'all right.
We're going to be claiming the
y'all
2015
see, y'all see it as that when you have a conference, if you want to go that way, and when you have a conference of 14 teams, and out of that 14, only 5 of them have won national championships, and out of those 5 that won national championships. Out of that 5 that won national championships, one of those teams won 6 of them.
Right now, the Big Ten got 2, right?
The Big Ten only has,
and that's 2 different schools.
The ACC only has how many?
1, 2.
Y'all
got 2.
Y'all
Big 12 got 1.
The Big 12.
I see what I'm up against.
It's 1 in 20 or 30 years. It's Oklahoma. That's it.
I see what I'm up against.
And then you got VY jumped in there, so maybe 2. If you do 30 years. But Big Ten got what?
I see what I'm up against, bro.
Yeah, when you
got 5 national champions.
Come back to me. You know what? It would be more of an argument. It would be more of an argument if you were telling me, it would be more of an argument if you was telling me that Ole Miss won a national championship. It would be more of an argument if you was telling me that during that time Arkansas won a national championship. It would be more of an argument. Your argument to me would have more clarity to it if those teams, if multiple teams would win the national championships in the conference, not just 2 during that time. It is what it is, bro.
They call it MAC.
More than 2 teams, though.
They call it MAC the cradle of coaching.
It is what it is.
And you say like,
are they great?
It's like, why is the MAC the cradle of coaching? Because there's so many coaches that come out of it. You be like, but who cares? The MAC don't win on that championship. It doesn't matter. They have a lot of head coaches.
There are not a lot of schools in the SEC that's been winning national championships.
Come out of the MAC. But they're not. But we got 3
Tennessee
more.
Last national
We got
championship
almost
was in
300 times more than the Big Ten, though. But we got 3 times more national champions than the Big Ten.
In the past 15 years, since 2010, since 2009, 2010, only 3 schools in the SEC have won national championships, but they have won 9 national championships.
But you picking and choosing years to cut off.
Make that make sense to me.
But you picking the years to cut off.
No, you picking the argument. That's what you doing. You picking the argument.
I'm just asking. The conference had multiple teams to win the championship, though, Nick.
Like Big Ten got 2 teams right now.
That's 2 teams right now, and that's the last 2 years.
That's the last 40 years almost with Big Ten, ain't it?
Right. Yes.
Michigan back with
y'all missing the point. Y'all missing the point. Y'all are missing the point. The point is, how can you say the SEC is the best conference in college football over that period of time when only out of that period of time, I'm going since 2009. How can you say the SEC has been the best team that since then when only 3 teams have won the championship? They won it 9 times, but only 3 teams have won it, and one of those teams won it 6. How is that the best?
Somebody else won it 4 times?
No, somebody won it 2, and the other one won it 1. And another one won it 1. So that doesn't make that's not a deep conference to me. That's not deep.
Other teams?
It's not a competitive
Even
conference.
when Miami was in the old Big East. Josh Pate
made the best. He made the best comparison to this. He said when it comes to the SEC, when you talk about depth in the SEC, you talk about potentially the number 9, number 10 team potentially being better than the number 9, number 10 team of another conference. Depth of what was the word he used? He used depth of not competition, but depth of He's gonna come to me in a minute. But he was basically saying out of that, there were only certain teams that was gonna compete for the title in that in the SEC.
But going back to what we were talking about with Texas, here's what happens in the SEC, and this is why it's such an awesome conference. If Texas get to the point where they're knocking off 11 people on their schedule, including all but one of the SEC opponents, when we send them down the street to fight for us as a conference, they're gonna be ready.
But you know what the
argument
gonna be?
They're gonna be
the
ready.
argument gonna be? You know what the argument gonna be then?
Quarterback, who knows what happened?
You know what the argument gonna be then? The argument is gonna be, oh, but look at Texas' schedule. They didn't play nobody. But you talk about the same team that's in the SEC that you just saying is a deep conference. Make it make sense to me. Because that was the argument the past year, right? Was that not the argument the past year? But you telling me no. Make it make sense to me. Please make it make sense to me. How I'm saying the SEC is I say the SEC is strong, but then tell me that they got the easiest that it was easy for them. Come on, make it make sense, man.
Don't nobody have a schedule easier than the people in the Big Ten.
Please make it make sense.
He's saying He's saying what it is. He's saying exactly what it is, bro.
Okay.
We have talked about that schedule at Texas last year, compared to everybody else.
Jesus Christ, it's so many nuances when it comes inside the SEC, but when we go outside of it, everybody's tough. It's so many nuances inside the SEC, but when we go outside of it, everybody's tough. That's what it is. That's what it is. I just want one consistent narrative because when we have this argument, every time I make the argument, it's something new every single time.
No, when we say Texas has a easy schedule, bro, it's comparative to an Oklahoma schedule. It's comparative to Alabama.
They're playing in the same conference,
but they're not playing the same.
Supposed to be competitive.
They're not playing the same teams.
If the conference is competitive and it's supposed to be a deep conference, then say that. Then tell me it's a tough schedule because
it was just like
because apparently every team in the SEC is supposed to be tough, right?
But you can have an NFL team that has a sorry schedule. All NFL teams. Ain't nobody about to outside of the NFL about to run up an NFL team. But my point is, you still have comparatively within the NFL, you would be like, that's a sorry team.
No, you won't. You won't because you still say it was a tough. You still say it was a tough schedule.
No, but compared,
you
wouldn't, bro. No, you wouldn't.
All right.
If
it's so many nuances when it comes. It's so many nuances when it comes inside the schedule. When it comes inside,
that's why like the NFL.
But outside of it, it's all
the NFL South can have losing records going to the playoffs because they're terrible teams and they can't even beat each other. As soon as they get in the playoffs, they get beat.
Yeah.
Because they're not as good as everybody else for whatever reason. They're not as good as everybody else. But
same could be said a few years ago with the Cowboys conference. That conference was trash before Jalen Hurts and all them cats got there. That was a trash conference. Like you making the playoffs going 8-8. You know what I'm saying? It's ridiculous. So what I'm saying is compared to other NFL teams, that conference is trash. But
maybe what you think is trash is just a competitive conference. That's my point.
They lose to other people. No, they lose to other people outside the division.
What makes a conference trash?
They get beat outside the conference.
They get beat outside the division.
Tell me what makes something trash. What makes it trash? What made it trash? Marcus, you laughing. Get in the conversation. Don't sit back. Don't sit back and just listen. Add to the conversation, Marcus, since you laughing. What makes the conference trash? Tell me. No. I got time tonight. Tell me what makes the Big 12 trash. What makes the Big 12 trash?
When is the last time the Big 12 won a championship, Nick?
So now we use the championships. We use the championships now. What makes the Big 12 trash? So a team that doesn't win the national championship is trash.
Nobody said the Big 12 was
trash. That's what you just alluded to. You just alluded to that.
I answered that because you
just no.
I didn't say the Big 12 was trash. That's something you said. What makes them trash?
No,
you just said like 30 years ago.
I asked you what makes the Big 12 trash.
But I didn't say they were trash.
You said when was the last? No. You said it's trash football. So I said so.
I didn't say it was trash football.
You literally said earlier in the chat in the conversation. You said the Big 12 championship was trash. It's a trash championship.
No, I didn't. I said it didn't mean anything compared to an SEC or Big 10 championship.
Okay. I don't want to be coach BC, but I think you said.
You said the Big 12 championship was a trash championship.
I did not, bro.
Okay.
I did not say it was a trash championship. What I said was, I said the Big 12 championship doesn't mean anything compared to a SEC or Big 10 championship. That's what I said.
You said trash.
Okay.
You said trash.
Okay.
Somebody go back and see it. You said trash.
Let me rephrase it. Compared to the Big 10 and SEC championship, a Big 12 championship is trash.
Okay, what makes the Big 12 trash? What makes the Big 12 trash?
Championship is trash.
What makes the Big 12
championship?
What makes the Big 12 trash? Okay, so let me answer this question in. If they trash, Texas just came out of the Big 12 and they just beat everybody in the SEC and played for the SEC championship last year. So is the Big 12 trash or is just Texas pretty good?
They beat everybody in the SEC.
Which one is it? They lost to Georgia twice.
That's how they didn't beat everybody in the SEC.
They lost to Georgia twice. That's it.
They didn't beat everybody in the SEC.
And when they were in the Big 12, and guess what? When they were in the Big 12, Type being quiet about this. Type being quiet. You being quiet about this. When they was in the Big 12, they went to Tuscaloosa and beat Alabama by 10 points. So you sat here and just told me the Big 12 championship was trash. What makes the Big 12 trash?
We played 2 games.
What makes the Big 12 trash? Answer the question. What makes the Big 12 trash?
But you're talking about one team or 2
Oh
teams.
my God.
We're talking about the conference.
Oh my God.
We're talking about the Big 12 conference. We're not talking about Big 12 Texas.
Oh my goodness. But we talk, but in the past 15 years, we talk about 2 teams that have won national championships in the SEC.
You picking and choosing teams,
man.
Stop. Why you stopping at 15?
Stop
Why
it.
not go
Stop it.
Stop it. The Big 12 won that championship though.
Stop it.
Thank you.
In the same 15 years, who won that championship? In the Big 12, you still tell me that. Who in the Big 12?
I'm gonna tell you like Keith Sweat.
You want to know why? 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 Because the SEC has not been competitive. The SEC has not been. The only 2 teams at the top of the SEC that has been competitive have been Georgia and Alabama.
Stop.
They've been the better team.
They've
been the better teams in the conference.
Bro, we had like
They've been the better teams in the conference.
9 games last season.
Oh my goodness.
At the Alabama won 9 games last season. They're not competitive.
You know what?
South Carolina won 9 games.
I'm gonna stop having this conversation with y'all. I'm gonna stop having this conversation with y'all because what it does, because what I'm realizing is y'all only look at the top part of the conference. And when you go let me finish. Let me finish. What I'm trying to say. No, let me finish what I'm trying to say. Because what it is, what I'm realizing is what y'all look at is the top of the conference. That's all y'all look at. Y'all look at Alabama, Georgia, and LSU, which was the only one outside of them 2 that won that championship. They won it in 2019. That's all you look at. It's the top of the conference. That's all you look at. Now,
I was looking at the middle of the conference. Though.
No, you wasn't.
I just said Alabama.
If you were looking at the middle of the conference, we had this stat. We had this conversation a month ago. I gave you the numbers over a 20-year period. When you sat here and said it was dominant, I said, is that dominant or is that just all right? I asked the question and nobody could give me a definitive answer on it.
But the beginning of the question was who has the better conference.
We had Tennessee. Then you had the Florida dynasty that was up under Urban Meyer. Like the SEC has been relevant for a while now, Nick. Because after the Florida dynasty, that's when Alabama took over. Come on, bro. Like
no, ain't no come on.
Got in there a couple
ain't no come on to
it. Even when another
there's no come on to it, bro.
Even when USC was winning, LSU still found a way to win.
Yeah.
Who was the coach? Yeah. Who was the coach when? Who was that coach?
What is
who was that coach? It was Nick Saban, right? It was Nick Saban. Les Miles won. You know who won to share that national championship that year? USC. Thank you. Stop it, bro. So you bring up USC, but they want to share that national championship. Stop, man. Stop it. Like the SEC has been that dominant. It has not. It has been a couple of
USC
teams at the
won
top
the
that has
opening
carried the
with us.
conference. It has been a couple of teams at the top that has carried the conference. Just say that.
Who cares?
Just say Alabama, Georgia, LSU has carried the conference, and Auburn has been in there a couple of years. Let's just say that.
Florida been there too, bro.
Just say that.
Bro, Florida been there too.
Jesus
Auburn
Christ,
is still
man.
their place.
Who has carried the Big 12 in the last 20
Come on,
years?
bro. Like, that's crazy.
Texas and Oklahoma.
So Texas and Oklahoma. I remember Oklahoma playing for the national championship, but Texas did what? How many
Play
years?
for a national championship. If you want to go back 20
1
years,
year,
Texas
right?
won a national championship
Okay,
in
now
2005.
we're going back 20 years. Now we can go back 20
you
years.
keep going to
I
it.
said 20
Now
You
we
keep
can
going
pass
to
Oklahoma.
it. Texas played for one. Texas played against Alabama and won.
And today's
But
Big
that was
12
15 years
don't
ago.
have Texas or
That
Oklahoma.
was 15 years
So
ago.
what are they now? Today's Big 12
You know what,
doesn't have
bruh?
Texas or
Y'all,
Oklahoma.
bruh.
so what
They're
are they
in there.
now?
Y'all hate,
Like, I'll
y'all
answer that
hate,
for you.
y'all
They
hate
are
this
in the SEC.
conversation.
They're
Y'all
in the
hate this.
It's like they don't-
Y'all
I mean,
hate
so you
this.
trying to
Y'all
tell
hate
me
it because y'all
Big
hate it
12
because there are teams at the top that have carried the SEC. And I
Okay,
stated
well,
earlier, I said your argument to me would make more sense if you told me Ole Miss won a national championship. Ole Miss ain't even sniffed the SEC championship. Your argument will make more sniff. Your argument will make more sense to me if you told me Arkansas won a national championship. Arkansas ain't played for an SEC championship since 2007.
And
2006. Your argument would make more sense to me if you sat here and told me Mississippi State went to play for national championship. Mississippi State ain't even sniffed one yet. Stop it. Stop it. Y'all are missing it. Y'all are missing the whole. Y'all are missing the whole point. Each one of these conferences are carried. Y'all are missing the whole point. Each one of these conferences are carried by a couple of schools. That's all I'm saying. But y'all want to sit here and act like the SEC is the deepest and most competitive one. Each one of these conferences are carried by just one or two schools. That's the point,
Bro, but
that's the point y'all missing.
The other ones are carried by two schools.
Man.
We carried by 6.
you half of the conference
carried
that's
by
won
6.
national titles, man.
The
You
SEC
have
is not carried by
Florida,
6 conferences.
LSU,
The SEC is
Tennessee,
not carried by
Alabama.
6 schools.
Yeah.
The SEC is
Name
not
them.
carried by 6
Name them,
schools.
Marcus.
If
Name
the
them,
SEC was
Florida,
carried by 6 schools, if the SEC was carried by 6
And
schools,
Tennessee,
Alabama and
kinda kicked it
Georgia
off.
would not be
Back in the day.
Alabama and Georgia would not be swapping the SEC championship every other year, except for LSU being the one that time they won it. If
But you
the
had
SEC
7
was being carried by multiple schools, those two teams would not be swapping SEC championships every other year.
But that's in
Stop
recent
it.
years. That's in
Stop
recent
it.
years.
Oh, now we want to go to
how many
recent
Big Ten
years.
championships
Now we want to go to
did
recent years now.
Michigan-
Stop it, bro.
How
Stop
many
it,
Big
man.
Ten championships
over that
was
period.
Michigan and Ohio State have compared to
Y'all don't
anybody
want
else?
you all don't want to admit it, but it's the truth. That's what it is.
Bro,
How
Don't
many-
want to
I'm just
admit it,
saying, how
but it's the
many
truth.
teams
over
have
that
won the
period,
Big Ten
it's like you
championship
have
other
7
than Michigan
period,
and Ohio State? I don't.
Yeah, over that period, you have 7 different SEC teams that have won national championships.
7 different SEC
7.
teams, and one of those.
7.
No, it's not 7.
It
It's not 7. It's not. Wait. What time? What year? So I can agree or disagree
Just
with you.
started
We're going
04,
to
I
last
guess.
20
Started
years when the
04.
playoff-
That's 20
when-
years.
when the true
So
playoff
20 years. So
begins.
since 2005. So since 2005. That's 20 years,
bro.
right?
2004.
You said 20 years.
No,
You said 20 years.
No,
Please,
Yeah,
no.
this
Hold
is
up.
the
Set
beginning
the
of the
parameters
21st
of the
year.
argument so I can
No.
say if I'm
Let me
wrong
finish.
or if I'm right.
No,
What time period?
We're talking about since
Got our back
true-
that's us in the corner.
We're talking
No.
about
No.
We're talking
What
about
is your time? What is
my
your time
frame
period?
is since a true champion has been crowned. That's what I'm talking about. Since
A true champion is crowned every year. DC, what are you
no,
talking
it
about?
hasn't been because we haven't. Since,
What are you talking about? A true champion is crowned every year.
The BCS was instituted because we didn't have 1 against 2s, bro. It wasn't a true champion until the BCS came into existence. That's why they did it, so we can have head 1-on-1, number 1 and 2 play each other, so we can have a true crown champion. That's why we got the BCS instituted. You feel what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is, since the BCS was instituted, 7 SEC teams have won the national. 7 different teams have won the national title. That's almost how many teams?
1998.
How many teams are in the SEC right now?
1998. Okay.
How many teams are in the SEC?
Hold up.
That's my question.
16
Okay,
and
that's almost
1998
half of the
at the
No. Stop.
Jesus.
Let's do this.
Where did Tennessee win their championship?
And they won the first one.
1998 is when they won.
They won the first BCS championship.
I'm good after that. I mean, like Florida.
They won the first one, bro.
LSU.
Tennessee,
then came out
Florida,
LSU came next.
Alabama, Auburn, Georgia, Texas, and Oklahoma. That's 8 teams.
Because I'm like, the thing is,
Oklahoma wasn't even in the conference. Oklahoma wasn't even in the conference. Stop claiming it. Oklahoma and Texas, they weren't even in the conference. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it.
When you talk about strength of schedule,
stop it. They weren't even in the conference then. They weren't even in the conference.
But what
they
I'm
weren't even in the conference.
You still got 16. So now,
you know what?
No, but you got a good point, DC. You got a good point. Half of our conference is winning that championship in the last 30 years. That's crazy.
I'm tired of having this. You right. Y'all know what? You know what? Y'all right. Y'all right.
That's great.
Right,
no, DC, that's interesting because when you not really to include them, they were in the Big 12, but half of the current conference have won a national championship.
That's why
that is deep.
That's why we're saying this. That's why I keep saying the conference is strong.
Did you just say hold on? At that time, it was 12 teams. It was 12 teams in the SEC at that time, right? In 98.
I understand
you
that.
Said, no. You said it was half of the conference, right?
That half of the standing conference right now are national champions.
No. It was 12 teams. It was 12 teams. You said half of the conference.
Don't miss the point I'm making.
No.
DC made a point
Tennessee,
to say that
LSU,
half of the teams.
Tennessee, LSU, Florida, Tennessee, LSU, Florida, Alabama, Auburn.
You have to get the Air Force Academy.
Florida, Alabama, Auburn.
Okay, so how many teams is that? 5, right?
That's 5.
Right. Okay, so when it was just before Texas and all the transition, it was 12 teams in the conference, so it was still half of the conference.
Oh my goodness, bro. Y'all don't. But if you want, here we go. 98, Florida State, ACC, Oklahoma, Big 12 conference, Ohio, Miami, ACC, Ohio State, Big 10, Southern Cal, Pac-10 at the time, Texas, Big 12, Florida, Ohio State, Big 10, Clemson, ACC. Those have been the other teams. That's Michigan and Ohio State this past year. Those have been the other conferences that won. Now, when you talk about, you sit here and talk about the number of national championships the teams have won. Out of that number, if you counted it, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
What up, Jermaine Mims?
14. So since 1998, the SEC, if my math is right, has won 14 national championships, right? They won 14 national championships since 1998. Correct? I just counted it.
Okay. We believe.
6 of them went to one school. Is that dominant?
Yes, it's dominant.
No, that's not dominant. Right. That's not dominant. That's not dominant.
Dominant. You
compared to who? No.
Oh, DC. If one team in the conference, has a monopoly on the rest of, if one team in the conference won half of your national championships, that's not dominant.
DC compared to who?
That's not dominant.
Compared to who? I'm just asking DC because I know
dominant.
But compared to who though? I mean,
what do you mean compared to what?
Yeah, compared to who?
Who is monopoly?
Who you comparing?
That's damn near a monopoly on the conference.
That's
who is more dominant then? Since the SEC is not dominant, who is more dominant?
See, y'all not getting the point.
Who is equally dominant?
You're not getting the point.
Who is equally dominant?
If your conference has won 13 national championships, 14 national championships, and out of that number, one school has won 6 of them, that's not dominant. That's not a dominant
conference. You got to combine every conference in the FBS.
You don't have if we compare, SEC, if we are comparing, if you're comparing this to the rest of the conference,
all 3 conferences to match the SEC numbers, I think you're losing the conference.
You got to combine all the other conferences to match one conference,
including the conference that don't even exist no more.
Y'all right. Y'all right.
Oh, I know. I'm serious. I'm serious when I say this. I know,
bro. You're right. No, you're not. No, you don't know. You're wrong.
We're confused, am I right or not right?
No. If you want me, I will turn up on this. I'll turn up. If you sitting here saying, if you sitting here telling me that the SEC is deep, if you sitting here telling me that the SEC is deep and they won 14 national championships, but one school won half of them, how is that deep?
Stop
it. No, don't answer the question. That's a rhetorical question. How is that deep? How is that deep?
I know you want Alabama out of the conference.
It's not.
Yeah,
but they're in the conference.
Look at the
and we get everybody paid.
There's one or two teams. That's one or two teams that's carrying the conference.
That's the bottom line.
That's one or two teams carrying the conference.
Look at it.
Like, I understand. Marketing told y'all that the SEC just means more, and that it just meant more than the SEC. I understand that. I get it. I understand it. Y'all right. It means more. It means more.
If you take away those championships, he said the other 8 national championships is still more than other conferences.
Yeah, I'm telling. There's a lot of facts in the chat that I don't want to. I want them to be given their credit.
Yeah,
You're right.
Who's keeping it real tonight?
You're right, bro. You're right.
Man. I mean,
you're right. You're right, man. You're right. Y'all right. I just don't understand. I just don't understand how one school is half the national championship that the conference claims. You tell me that the conference is deep when the other schools have only one win. And then when you add that to it, one school won 3, another school won 1, and another school won 2. So I don't understand how that's a deep conference when you got 12 teams, 13, 14 teams, 16 teams in the conference. I just don't understand how that's deep when you only got 3 or 4 of those teams.
When the Big 12 had the opportunity to do the same thing, the Pac-10 could have done the same thing. The ACC could have done the same thing, and they did not. You don't have to explain anything to me, but y'all correct. Y'all are right. Y'all correct.
I mean,
y'all correct.
Y'all correct. That's just like telling me the AFC North is the deepest, is the best conference in college football, but the Chiefs win it every year and go to the Super Bowl. That's That's correct. You're right. But no, that's it. That's it. But it is what it is. Now that's it.
Denver and Oakland Raiders suck. By the way.
That's it.
Las Vegas Raiders.
You know what?
They are in the Chargers. They've all been bad.
It is what it is. The SEC. The
Reminds
SEC
me
is a
when
deep
San Francisco
conference.
played out of there, had Atlanta.
The
in the
SEC
same
is
conference.
a deep conference. You're correct. You are correct.
Reminds me when San Francisco played in the same conference as the Falcons, the Rams, and the New Orleans Saints. Not a lot of competition coming out of that division.
You're right.
But they won Super Bowls back, almost.
You're right.
But
You're correct.
You take the whole division, every other conference, to equal up to what the SEC has done. Even when you, like as Ted said in the comments, you take Alabama's national championships out of them. Oh, I think I just almost fainted. You take Alabama's championship out of the conversation. Who has 8 championships in their conference?
You take Alabama's championships out of the conversation. LSU
no, let's not go answer the question with a question.
No, that is the question you just asked. The question you asked is let me answer the question, tight. Let me answer the question.
Who has 8 conference? That's all.
No, I'm answering the question for you. And I'm gonna answer how I want to answer.
Is it Big 12?
You take Alabama's out. Tennessee got 1. LSU got 1.5, 2. Excuse me. LSU got 2.5.
You left with 8.
LSU got 2.5. Auburn has 1, and Florida got 2. How is that a deep conference?
You forgot about Georgia.
Oh, excuse me. And Georgia got 2. How is that a deep conference? You still missing the rest of the. You still missing the rest of the SEC. But I rest my case.
Who has 8? Who has 8 though?
I rest my case, bro. I rest my case.
DC, does anybody know, Marcus, who has 8 championships? What conference has 8 championships?
I rest my case.
I just know when we see
I rest my case.
Ohio State.
I rest my case and I stand on my argument.
USC had what, 2 or 3?
I stand
on that argument.
In USC, I just don't know who was deeper than us.
It's not deep, bro. It's not deep.
Well, we got more pretty trophies.
Who you comparing it
just
to?
Say all you gotta say is the SEC just won more.
We got them
when you
trophies.
when you look at it in depth, guess what? Alabama and Georgia run that, and LSU. That's the strength of the conference.
See, DC, you had the conversation wrong, bro. You should always be saying y'all wouldn't be nothing without Saban.
That's true. That is true.
Okay, we still have 12 national championships.
All right, you correct. And out of those 12, Saban got 7, if I'm not mistaken.
No,
Saban will
out
have
of those
7 of them out of that 12 because he won 1 at LSU, he won 6 at Alabama. That's what it would be. I mean, but you know what? You're right, bro. You correct. Y'all
wouldn't be none without Saban. Like
y'all right. Y'all just look at the total number. Y'all just look at the total number without actually looking at the in-depth number of it of who actually won those titles. But you know,
so how many?
It is what it is.
8 championships.
It is what it is. It is what it is. You correct. You correct, man.
Anybody have more than 4?
Tight. I have said you are right. Tight. I said you correct. I said you right.
No, but you don't believe. You're not saying with a conviction.
No, I ain't gotta say it with conviction. I ain't gotta say it with conviction. I just said you right.
You sound fugazi when
I
you
said
say
you right, Tight. I said you correct. I said you correct, Tight. I ain't gotta say it with conviction.
I just asked the question, man. Like, who got 8?
And I answered the question. I answered the question. That's what I did. I answered it. So it is what it is.
I guess the ACC probably got 4 or 5.
Okay. All right. And the ACC beat 2 SEC teams during that time too, if I'm not mistaken. But all right, then it is what it is.
So you got Clemson and you got Florida State.
SEC
it is what it is, bro. It is what it is. It is what it is. This was a great discussion, very spirited discussion. Because when I get spirited, I get upset, and I get spirited. So that's what it is. So I hope y'all enjoyed it tonight. That's what it is. That's all it is. All right, and all it is. And by the way, I'm still hot. Come around the water cooler. Come to the locker room and watch the game with us. Auburn versus Baylor this Friday, 6:45 p.m. 15 minutes before kickoff. 15 minutes before kickoff, man. Come join us around the water cooler, man, in the locker room as we watch Baylor take on Auburn. To kick off the season. And as soon as that's over with, head on over to Auburn Addicts TV with the mayor, with Marcus, the mayor, with DC Wolf, and with Auburn Test for the official post-game reaction show, Tiger Vent, over on Auburn Addicts TV. So make sure you subscribe here. Make sure you subscribe there because we're trying to bring you the content all year long when it comes to Auburn football. And make sure you subscribe to these guys too on YouTube, man. At its SEC season. We did a live with him. We did a live with him. We did live with Tez yesterday. And it was a great show, man. That was lit, man. So make sure y'all go rewatch that because that was a great show. I'm getting a call. Hold up. Wait a minute. We got somebody calling in. I'm gonna put him on hold real quick because I gotta get through this real fast. So hold on, Mr. Heaton. Mr. Heaton is on the phone. We're gonna make sure that we get his thought on what's going on with this. I'm trying to make sure everything is good here so we can make sure we hear him there. But yeah, make sure that you follow these guys on YouTube at its SEC season. My screen keep going in. Hold on. Give me 1 second because I'm trying to get this taken care of so we can get Mr. Heat on the phone.
Oh my God! Somebody spit a Ohio State Buckeyes in the chat.
Oh my God, what's going on?
This is very professional, but I had to get this right. But make sure you follow these guys here on YouTube as well. We're gonna get Mr. Heaton. Mr. Heaton, I hear you. I'm about to bring you on real quick. Give me 1 second, Mr. Heaton. And Mr. Heaton, can you hear us? We should be able to hear you. Can you hear us, Mr. Heaton?
Yes, sir.
All right. Can y'all hear Mr. Heaton?
Yes, sir. I can hear you.
We hear him, see.
All right, Mr. Heaton, go ahead.
Sir.
I think everybody can hear you. Go ahead.
All right. Yes, sir.
Yeah, go
Yes,
ahead,
sir.
Mr. Heaton. We got you. Go ahead.
All right. All right. I tell you what's scary, but I just got in. I'm sorry to be so late. But I was hearing what y'all was talking. You know what the scariest thing is now, which I realize other conferences do it, but we are going to 9-game schedule.
Okay.
But I don't know how we're going to win that many more national championships. I mean, that is that's scary, man. Think about it.
Y'all thoughts on what Mr. Heaton just said. He said he don't know how the SEC is gonna win more national championships.
Yeah, you got to build your teams with the limited rosters and stuff and injuries. We just got dinged up. Tim Keenan got to have a tightrope surgery in his ankle. Should be back in about 2 weeks.
What?
We were talking about the fact that we're running like 8 defensive linemen. The fact that we're running like 7 people. I get confused between the wolf position. About 7 people in the middle linebacker. About 8 people in the backfield because from the beginning of fall camp, or really since spring, but definitely fall publicly, Alabama has been preparing themselves for 17 games. Now, because that's just the truth. I mean, nobody should be planning to make it to the SEC championship. You got to think in terms of really when I'm looking at this guy in high school or transfer portal, like, can he help me for real, for real? I don't even have time to make mistakes. You know, Alabama let a guy go. I thought he was going to be there. Man, he had a 3rd string in Nebraska right now. But they didn't see him helping, you know, working hard enough and being serious enough about it. So you make commitment to somebody, you got to be thinking about 17 games. And to be honest, those last 4 are harder than the SEC schedule. So 9 is going to that's going to be something else.
Yeah, and I'll say this from another angle. I think that with the strength of schedule, out of my bias eyes, Nick, with the SEC strength of schedule, out of the SEC strength of schedule, I think that getting into the playoffs, I think that they'll look at that and say you did 9 SEC teams. So I think
9 wins.
Yeah. I think a 9-3 team with the new 9-game schedule will get into the playoffs easily.
I would love that because that would absolve Kalen DeBoer for last year.
They'll get in. I think they'll look at the strength of schedule component and okay, the SEC is playing 9 games plus, you know, a Power 4 game team, and then I think they'll reward them for that. So I think it'll balance out when they grade the teams out.
Are they going to expand it to 16 teams?
You said do it in the 16 teams?
16, yeah.
I think so.
Hey, Nick, can you still hear me?
Yeah, I got you. Yeah.
All right. Hey, listen, Nick, I want you to calm down, bro, man. I'm worried about you, and we got to concentrate on Baylor. We got to concentrate on Baylor. I want you to refocus yourself.
No. This is a conversation that's always had in a group chat, and
this ain't nothing but healthy conversation.
I just don't understand how they get to that. Like the older I got, I mean, I'm gonna just be real. I was kind of like them a couple of years ago. I was like, yeah, the SEC the best, but when I actually look at the numbers, I'm like, yeah, we just had a couple of teams that carried us and just made every other team look better. And then every now and then we had another team that would win for us. But you know, that's just how I look at it. You know, I don't think having 1 or 2 teams that continually represent you and win national championships for you, it's just a dominant conference. I just don't think it is. But you know,
2 teams, it's in your own team.
The thing is, I really don't care. If you really want to know my real feelings, I don't care. I only care about Auburn winning. That's it. The only reason why I have an affinity to the SEC is because Alabama winning gives us the mystique from other conferences of saying, oh, there's an SEC team coming in. That's it. That's the only reason why. Other than that, I don't really care. That's it. But, you know, it is what it is.
Oh, you care. You do.
That's it.
You really care.
No, I don't. I don't care. That's it.
You have the facts on your desk to prove it.
I really don't care. No, I just
print out reports.
I just care about getting the actual real
analysis
of it. That's
it. Nick, I'm gonna get DC. I'm gonna get DC to put back on that uniform now.
Man, if they win Friday, I have it back on Sunday. If they win Friday, I have it back on. I have it back on, baby.
Are you gonna put the padding in the helmet this time, DC?
No. Okay. I have to size up a couple. You know what I'm saying? My head here is, you know, kind of big, but you know, if I put on the helmet to put on my ear things, you know what I'm saying? I have to, you know, get another whole helmet, dog. So I got to take the pads out.
All right, I hear you. Appreciate you, Mr. Heaton, calling in, man. Thank you so much.
Hey man, I appreciate y'all holding on for me, man. I love all of y'all, man.
Yes,
let's keep Baylor's ass.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
We gotta go back. We gotta make that happen. All right, man. Shout out to Mr. Heaton for calling in and rocking with us here, man. Around the water cooler, man. We appreciate him calling in and making it happen before we get out of here. Tight, tell them where they can find you at, my guy.
Tight Sports, Facebook and YouTube primarily. You can join me at Around the Herd on Tuesdays at 7 p.m. where I give everybody history lessons on the greatness of Alabama and the SEC. And also on Thursday, we get together somewhere between 5 and 6 because I'm dealing with a junior varsity schedule because I'm trying to get my son one of them SEC scholarships. And if he signed with Auburn, as DC has said before, I'll be down there with a big cheeseburger smile on my face. Begrudgingly, but I'll be there. That ain't crazy. You know the money they paying down there? Anyway.
Wow.
Thank y'all for having me.
Shout out to Tight, man. Make sure y'all go subscribe over
Shout out to Tight, man.
Alabama Football Mega Cast. DC Wolf from Auburn
Hey,
Addicts.
man. At Auburn_Addicts on all platforms, man. Y'all check me out. Auburn_Addicts on YouTube, man. Come over here and check me out on Sundays. Me and Nick on there, man. We having a good time. You know what I'm saying? Check us out, baby. Let's go.
Yeah,
Friday.
Sir. We appreciate that, man. Yeah, Friday. Oh, yeah, let me do that again. Yeah, Friday. Make sure that you come around in the locker room with us and watch the game with us, live game watch on Friday here on Water Cooler Talk Sports. 15 minutes before kickoff, man. We're going to have a great time with that. You're going to have a really great experience. Trust me, you will. It will be a great experience. And then, as soon as I'm off, I'll be off 5 minutes after the game is over with. As soon as that's over with, head on over to Auburn Addicts TV for my guy, the mayor, Marcus Fitzpatrick, and DC Wolf in the building, and the man, the myth, the legend, Auburn Tess around for the official post-game reaction show, Tiger Vent, over on Auburn Addicts TV. So make sure that you subscribe over there for that, man, because I'm telling you, we bringing you great Auburn SEC content
paper ready
season long. It is what it is. DC had to get up out of here.
Ron Andrews said that no team is a threat to the Buckeyes. Wow.
He must be from uphill.
Here's what it is. Marcus, what you got to say to people before we get up out of here, man?
Get your toilet tissue ready. The good kind. It's a big game. We don't need the cheap stuff. Go get the good one.
Wow.
And it's going down.
We'll go to the dollar store.
Nah, we'll do that next week.
Got to go to the Bruno's.
That one right here for get your Charmin. Get all that.
Publix.
It's going down.
All right, man. You'll see Marcus again after the game Friday.
Oh,
yeah, over on Tiger Vent, the official post-game reaction show. I'll see you 6:45 p.m. Friday Central Standard Time in the locker room, man. We're gonna have a great time. I'm telling y'all, we're going to have a great time. It's gonna be a great time, man. All right, before we get up out of here, man, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and TikTok at The Water Cooler Talk. Follow us on Facebook at The Water Cooler Talk Podcast. Follow us on Twitter at CoolersPod23. And, of course, subscribe, like, share, and hit the notification bell button here on YouTube so you know when we post more videos and when we go live, man. We appreciate y'all so much for rocking with us here around the Water Cooler, man. All hearts and minds are clear. Anything else anybody want to get off their chest before we get up out of here? All right, I think we good, man. As always, man, y'all have a good one. Better yet, man, y'all have a great one. Y'all be blessed, man. Make sure y'all give the man upstairs above his because he deserves all the praise and all the glory. And until Friday, it's Auburn Baylor. It's Auburn Baylor game day. Then, man, until then, it is one love, man. My bad. Hold up. Before we do that, I just saw Huggy say I didn't mention him. Everybody, my bad, Huggy. Make sure y'all go and y'all subscribe over to the Huggy Beard on the Huggy Beard himself on YouTube. Make sure that y'all follow him at Huggy Beard on Facebook and at Bubba Hyde on Facebook as well. My bad, Huggy. I forgot. I didn't mean to do that. I apologize, bro. It is what it is. All right. Until Friday, man. We'll be back then. It is one love. Ladies and gentlemen, we are out this mug.
Boys and girls of all ages, you're tuned into the Water Cooler Talk Podcast, the biggest podcast in the world. Yeah.
Thanks for checking out this episode of Water Cooler Talks with your hosts, Nick Frazier and Marcus Fitzpatrick. Make sure you like and subscribe on your favorite podcast platform so that you never miss an episode.